Hello everyone, welcome to the pilot episode of BSL The Road. A new BSL season started, BSL Season 7, and I'm going to show you the progress from practice to real ladder. And I'm going to show you the progress in the rankings. As you see right now, people already started to ladder, and I made a brand new ID because I didn't qualify for Pro League because of not really good results from last season. So I'm going to show you what is this about. Okay, as you see on the screen, I'm going to use this ID to practice. I'm going to test builds, just be in good shape. And after I'm going to use my BSL main ID and start to ladder and rank keep up. So we will see how the practice goes, and then let's see if we are ready to play some official BSL ladder. The first practice match is against a Terran player. It's on the new map called Power Bomb, and it was a match against a Terran that was playing mech. I decided to open to Hashmuta. It's very popular right now, as mech is very popular right now. I was able to scout. Sadly, his plan of taking an expansion was not really factoring to a start or anything like that, so I was lucky. So I went for the Spire, make the first 6 mutas and went straight to the Terran base, trying to scout a little bit more to find out exactly what was his plan about, if it was pure mech or bio. And I was able to snipe few SCVs. I thought the game was starting very well for me. Yeah, I was able to do some little damage. It was enough to scout information, and then I pretty much decided to take 2 expansions at the same time. I continued my harass, but sadly I missed that his army was out in the map, and he was able to scout my expansions. I let him to kill this hatchery in a hope that he will not go up and scout for the other expansion. Didn't work out, and then now I'm trying to chase his army. I'm trying to kill this army that destroy my expansions and cancel my plans. And for a bit I was doing some good damage. I was able to snipe some Goliaths, but then the reinforcements comes and I wasn't really confident to strike up this army. So I retreat. I try to remake the expansions, and then I went again for a big attack, and I thought it was working. In any case, it was really my only chance, I believe. And yeah, I was able to snipe some tanks. I was able to kill Goliaths and SCVs, but I also lose most of my army. And since my production was on 3 hatcheries, it was very hard for me to keep up, and it was very hard to keep up, especially on 5 factories mech player. Yeah, so now I try to retreat and save what is left from my army, but the counter was too bad, and even if I had queens and brawling some siege tanks, it was not enough. So that's how it goes the first practice game. The second game is on Overwatch. It's against a really high MMR player, Terran player. And again, I'm going to open to Hashmuta. This game was really weird. I went for a base trade situation. I was doing a lot of damage on the Terran base, and I wasn't really able to, I was really doing good damage on his side, but I wasn't really able to stop his advance from my side, and And yeah, I tried to surround his army, doing a sandwich, coming from two sides, and I almost, yeah, I think I was able to clean everything, but the losses were too high, my eco was bad, and yeah, he was really able to do a lot of damage, and that's the game. Then he attacked my tier expansion. I tried to say if transferring units by the Nidus canal, but it was not enough. I didn't have enough. Yeah, this is pretty much the game. My opponent now is Protoss, and his MR is pretty low. But his multitask and his harass, honestly, he's playing like Bisu. And yeah, I was getting way too much damage from harass. I tried some desperate attack with Mutas and Hydras. I tried to bust his natural. And for a moment I thought it was working. I was able to kill the cannons and I was able to kill few units. But yeah, a storm hit, Stelos and an Archon from behind just destroy my units. He was also able to kill my tier expansion and the constant Corsair harass was enough. GG. Now frustration is growing on me. I'm playing against Protoss again. At this time I try a 12 hash start. Sadly he pylon and block and cannon rush at me at my natural. It's not looking really good. I tried my best to get the drones to cancel the cannons, but it wasn't really possible. The drill wasn't working, and yeah, just the cannon, it was impossible to block the cannons. So I'm about to lose the hatchery, but somehow I sneaked two drones, and I was able to kill them. It was looking really bad for me. I was already thinking if I was good enough to make it to the Pro League, but somehow I was able to do some damage with a link counter. I was able to kill the two cannons in the expansion, then I make a run by into the main. And it was critical damage and the links keep coming, and now I was in the main. I was also forcing multitasking natural, and it was way too much for my opening. And from now we are making a comeback. Now we are back on track. It's my time. Now this is something else. It's a classic map, like fighting a spirit against a Terran player, cross spawns, and my opponent, of course, is doing mech. So I'm making 2 hash muta into a tier hatchery, just to wall my natural, avoid damage from vultures. So I'm going to harass the Terran a bit of the natural with my mutas, kill few SCVs. Really nice harass, to be honest. It's looking really good for me right now. The game obviously stabilized. I transition, I take more expansions, make more hatcheries. Everything's going very well. I'm able to make enough time to get up queens, energy, and a really strong Hydra force. Terran is moving out, so I take this chance to make a counter-attack. I managed to distract his army. Yeah, I was able to delay his attack even more, but I was able to kill more units, and just saving times in this situation is enough against Terran when he's on 2 bases. So I tried to use my queens, and sadly I think I wasted the energy. But by then I had the fire already, so it didn't matter. I just used a swarm to defend against his attack. So I was able to survive. I was able to get nice trades with this swarm and hydras. Very well, great. Yeah, it's a dangerous situation for him because he's on 2 bases, and by now I'm on 4 bases already. So my production is right now insane. It's much higher than his production. So I was able to clean the last tanks, gaining control again, and just just keep powering my macro. And now I try to stop his tier expansion. I was able to intercept the 2-6 tank with my queens and able to catch 2 Goliaths as well. But yeah, the tier survived. He was able to defend it. But at this point, have a map control. Keep making queens. Keep using energy. The free units, broodlings, and keep stopping him. My position obviously is getting better and better. More grays, more bases, and an opponent that is pretty much right now 1 base, desperate to do something. But yeah, I have more and more queens and more units and attacking from every side, and just a perfect surround. And obviously using more queens. And yeah, his final attack is not really working. I'm able to kill pretty much everything. Attacking from behind with the swarm and hydras, attacking from the front with the queens and hydras. And this was a really nice performance by me, and really happy with it. I think the last game winning against Protoss kind of rush really changed the mindset, and now I'm using the momentum. I think now is the time to go straight to BSL ladder. The important moment is coming now, guys. The first BSL ladder game. First placement match. A brand new ID, new start, new beginning. We need to give our all if we wanna get a good result, a good rank this season. And we are starting against a Terran player on a new map. Yes, it's a Terran player and he's starting Airax. A bunker rush, the first game. Welcome to Korea. I was able to block it easily, to be honest, just with my drones, blocking the first marine. He made the bunkers, but yeah, no marines. It's a victory for me. So I delayed the marines enough to be able to get links out. It's not really a difficult hold. I have a good advantage at the same time because I have gas. I can make speed links and there. I have really good guards right now. I'm making some links and like just taking to there, boosting my eco, making more drones. Now I'm going to cross the map and find out that my opponent is playing a bit greedy. Making link speed, I have good eco in my natural. Main is not fully saturated, but it's okay. 5 drones is enough based on what I have in my natural. Sending overlords to get close vision on my opponent's base. And yes, I found out that this guy is just making a supply and few marines, not even a bunker, so I'm like, you know what? I think we can finish this game right now. Let's just make some extra links. I'm making like 12 links right now, waiting for link speed. Just showing them 6 of my links. Pretty confident right now, or he's pretty bad. But at the same time he's getting an SCV in my main. So I think he knows what's up, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he didn't actually focus on the SCV and get the information. because he's not really reacting to it. It's like, yes, he's making a bunker now, but still, it's still so greedy. He could put the links on the ramp or something like that, and I think he could actually hold, not defend the expansion, but hold. And now he's like, yes, losing everything, losing the marines, losing the bunker. Yeah, this is impossible to hold now. It's the first victory in the BSL ladder. So far the practice is paying off. We are in the second game now. We are going to the second game. We're certainly confident, and we are playing against a Terran player on blockchain again. And this time my opponent is obviously going to play mech. It's very popular right now on the ladder. Everyone is playing mech. I decided this game to go for a speed link timing, and it didn't really work out because my opponent had Vulture speed ready, so I had to retreat and just make sure that to block the ramp and not getting run by 4 or 5 Vultures and getting my eco destroyed. So that was my focus pretty much. Try to make a tier expansion at the same time. And my opponent decided to run by anyway to my natural, and yes, I could defend my drones better. I lose few drones, but at the same time, because he made that risky move, he opened a door to the counter attack, and it really paid off because the moment he lost all the Vultures, my lanes were free to go. So with 6 mutas against 2 or 3 Goliaths plus lane support, yeah, there is no chance. Pretty much game 2 victory. We're so happy right now. Really good. And here we go with the tier game. This time it's a CVP. But yeah, my opponent left. But okay, it counts. It counts. I can't do anything about it. It's not really my fault. So the fourth game. The fourth game is gonna be on blockchain. It's gonna be a CPT again. And it's gonna be against mech again. Opening against mech. Obviously we're playing to Hashmut at the moment. Making that expire. On this map there is something particular in the main, is that there are simulators and there are some X blocking the entry. So you should be careful about that, because opponent can sometimes surprise you. Like in this case, in this game, I checked it. I was careful, but my opponent had a really nice plan. I was actually playing very safe, making a good wall on my natural to block any run by attempt, and then I realized, like, oh my god, so many Vultures are in my main right now, coming from the simulators. I was afraid. Obviously it was a really nice delay. My eco was hard because of that, so I tried to clean the Vultures without major losses. I did, but at the same time, when it's not really an ideal position. I also tried to find some damage with the mutas, and it was not really possible in the beginning. But as the game continues, I just keep checking, and obviously my opponent feel forced to go out, and I was just waiting for the perfect moment, checking out with my mutas, he was blocking it very well. Like I wasn't really able to find any hole. But yeah, just keep making the. I think I switched it to Hydras and with a +1 attack if I'm not mistaken. And obviously controlling the map and trying to deny Terran map presence. And then I see with my overload the Goliath army is out, and I'm like, you know what, now it's time to go. And yeah, I was able to snipe one Goliath and do some really nice eco damage. It was good enough that I killed a bit his eco, but also forced him to come back. He wasn't really able to attack like he wanted. And now my tier expansion is up, and with a huge Hydra army and crossing the map now. And it was risky, especially that there was mines. I didn't have overlord speed, so yeah, it was a gamble. And I was also able to catch in the middle of the map his army, so I was able to hard it. And with this counter now, it looks like it's working very well. And yeah, like I said, I think I was very lucky because I didn't have overlord, and still I didn't have any big explosion on my Hydras. That was probably the big factor here, that this attack is working. And yeah, just with a really decent control by me, and now smashing his army, sniping this BSL and just cleaning the rest. And it's time for the last Plainsman match. It's gonna be against a Protoss. The map is Overwatch. And it was a really standard game. Opponent made Forge expansion. I made 3 hatcheries, lair. Into obviously it's gonna be 5 hatcheries, Hydras. And my opponent tried to harass my tier with a Zealot, but it didn't really work out. I was able to block it very well. I was being sure that he really didn't sneak any Zealot or do any damage. Learned that from practice. And I was also able to sneak a link, but it didn't really get that much information, but at least it got the gate timing, so I knew that he will not really make a Zealot attack. The gate was already delayed. So the plan is to put some pressure with Hydras, maybe snipe the Forge and the gateway, and just with this pressure gain an advantage. And yeah, this opponent, to be honest, he wasn't really able to do that much. Corsairs didn't do that much. And yeah, now I'm crossing the map with a really decent army. And at the same time, he's trying to find some overlords, but he's not able to. And here I start with the pressure, trying to slide this gateway, forcing some storms. And now it's when I realized, like, you know what? He's using way too many storms, and his Zealot number are not really high. So there is a new storm, and like I think I can actually finish this game right now. This is why I continue making more units and putting more and more pressure, and now I start to feel like he's actually afraid. He's on big pressure right now, and yeah, I focus on the forge, trying to cancel this +1. And more units are coming. My attack is imminent. And because he used storms before, I don't think he has much left to defend. And just go for it and able to kill most of the silos, dodging one more storm perfectly, to be honest. And just go to everything, snipe the other cannon, and go to snipe the rest of the High Templars. And yeah, just did it. Win 5 placement matches.